We had a request to cover the problem of repetition when writing in the first person. A lot of writers find that their first person narrators are forever saying, I did this and I said that and I felt the next thing. And the same problem can occur when you're writing in the third person. You end up repeating the character's name or a personal pronoun, often at the start of every sentence. And if you feel this is a problem, then the two things that you should remember are to try to use external concrete detail to tell the story, and to cut out filtering devices. I'll show you what I mean. Here's an example of a paragraph that struggles with a lot of repetition. I walked down the street and I looked around. I saw shops that were boarded up and I felt saddened by the sorry state of the town. I crunched broken glass underfoot. I read the graffiti on a metal shutter that said in big dripping letters, "The end is nigh." I heard a blaring siren and I shivered inside. I felt the first drops of rain and I shook my head at the sorry scene. I paused for a moment and then I walked on. Now, the first thing to do is to let the external concrete detail carry the scene's emotion. It's obvious from her description that the narrator thinks the town is in a sorry state. Her description is a sad one. And it's of no importance whether or not she shakes her head or shivers. And this comes back to stuff we've talked about in the past to do with show don't tell and to do with the objective correlative. And the next thing to do is to get rid of all the filtering devices. Filtering devices needlessly pass an image through some observing consciousness. Phrases such as, I noticed, I saw, it occurred to me, I realised then, are often unnecessary, because if your narrator describes something, we know that's something that he or she experiences. So let's rewrite this and get rid of I looked, I saw, I read, I heard, and I felt. And we get something a wee bit like this. The shops were boarded up and glass crunched underfoot. Across a metal shutter, daubed in big dripping letters, graffiti read, "The end is nigh." A siren sounded as it started to rain. After a moment, I walked on. Now that's not great, but it is better and the repetition has gone. However, you may find that you are letting the concrete detail tell the story. You've got rid of all those filtering devices, and yet it still seems you're repeating those pronouns too much. In that case, it may be that you're worrying about nothing. Sometimes as authors we notice repetition even though our readers never will. It's a bit like when writers worry that they're using the word said too often when attributing dialogue. To readers, it's kind of invisible, and it's often the same with pronouns. I hope that helps. Thanks a lot for the suggestion, and good luck with your writing.